Hello and welcome back to Etruria. We are straight back into the apple orchard, as where else would we be? Let's be honest, we are cracking on directly from where we left off. The nice thing is, I've had a very good suggestion of what to do with the trailers. Now, Driz, I believe, suggested this. I feel silly for not thinking of it in the first place, but thank you for that. Peak comment. Put two of the trailers at one end of the bloody orchard and put the other ones at the other end. I can't even believe that I didn't think of that. Makes 1,000 times sense. I have now done that, and I very much blocked my path, as I can see straight ahead there. I did have this random missing row, as you can see. The first few were taken, the first couple of meters were done, but that's about it. So now that row is done, I did also empty out the truck and trailers because I wanted it to be ready to go. Right, turn that off for us to crack on with this, because I knew that this was going to be sort of the big sort of finale of apples. Okay, well, let's get this turned around a bit better direction. And I know I did say at one point, we'll just shut that off for now. I know at one point I did say that I was going to possibly just do a bunch of it off camera. I might do still, but I'm going to do as much as I can on camera, so that's to say in a time lapse, because now that we have the trailers sort of normal in a much more in a such sensical position, it would make sense to have those have that in the time lapse as well. It just makes more sense instead of bringing the truck back and forth. It seemed so silly. Right, we do. So as far as courseplay, yeah, there's still many problems with getting this sorted. This is cracking on just fine, so we will keep a very watchful eye. But I think for the most part, we are going to focus on the apple orchard. Now, I will more than likely, well, I know I will, in the next month, find a new contract as well. Once we're all done with October. Once we're in November, it will be... Oh, you know what? I've just remembered. We can't forget to go over to the other farm to harvest those apples as well. I mustn't forget that. That would be a waste. Terrible waste. But no, we'll get that sorted as well before the end of October. But to really get a crack on with it, I think the best thing to do is fire up a time lapse. Well, I think that is pretty good for now. Let's let those apples dump into there. We didn't make the biggest dent in the orchard. We still have lots left to do, and I do think I will end up doing a good chunk of this off camera, just because I can only do so many time lapse of it, right? Like, I'm not gonna, you know what I mean? Yeah, so it's a ways along, but it's fine. We are making progress. We did also get this contract done, and we got a bit of money in, so I think we'll just go ahead and here, let's just go back to here. And we will accept, or complete rather, the contract. Let's collect it. Brilliant. So we've got a bit of extra cash in from that, which is really good. Now what I'm going to do is, as I say, I'm going to crack on with this as best I can off camera. And maybe what we'll do is we'll see, the next time we see you will be either at the end of this orchard, or better yet actually, we'll probably see you in the small apple orchard at the old farm. Alright, well that was quite the venture indeed, and we are finally all done. And when I say all done, I mean all done. I decided to go up to the other orchard as well and get that done as well. I can't see anything here. It's just gonna... oh, I can use the mirror a bit to get in here. Oh nice, I've done it. Happy days. Right, so as you can see, we have 7,487 liters of apple going in to the production for the final time. That is what was left at the other farm. So we've gone down there, we've got that sorted, we got that. I decided to just do it all. We have so much apple orchard business going on, and who knows, maybe in the future there will be a new harvester that, well, there is in the works, but that's maybe down the road, that will allow us to experience apples or something of the like in the future. But for now, I think for the series that was enough. But we are done in that respect. So now what we need to do, though, we're not done for October. We still have things to do. But yes, we do have all of the apples in the production now. But what we have to do is go back to the shop, because we have to convert this over to a flatbed once again, and then we'll go back to the farm, collect what we can from there, and then get it sold before November. I just really want to get that done so that we start November fresh, with the you know, everything nice and new, and we can be all done with everything over there. So while the shop is still open, we'll take advantage and change this over to a flatbed, and then we can, yeah, this is nice, we get it repaired, customize. The only reason is because the chickens are without food as well, so it's a bit unfortunate. I mean, I think they'll be fine, but yeah, I think it would be a good idea to venture down. Actually, no, we have, you know what? We've got things to load, and I think it would be better in the day. I would like to say a farewell to that farm during the day. So what we'll do is I will take the truck down to the farm, and then we'll have one last night of rest there. And then in the morning, in November morning, we'll get this flatbed loaded up with the eggs and the wheelbarrow, whatever else is remaining at the farm, and then we'll get it sold. Good morning and welcome to a beautiful November sunrise. I know it's a bit early in the day, earlier than we'd want to have a bit of light to do the work we need to do, which is shifting some pallets and such, but I at least wanted to get one final lovely sunrise from this farm before we move on to new pastures, no pun intended. As you can see, it's a bit dark on this side here, a bit of the sun coming through, but maybe we can take one last sort of stroll through and really admire the farm that we that started everything. You know, the beautiful trees we've got, all the fields that we had over here. It is quite nice. It's almost like moving to a new map. You know, removing ourselves from this farm. To be honest, we've had a really lovely time. It obviously would have been nice to do more with the chickens. But I mean, there's only so much we can do with 30 chickens anyways. They did produce a few eggs, so maybe we can get those sold soon as well. Perhaps in November, I always forget. Oh, it is. The absolute best time right now is right now. So where is this place? Because maybe... Oh, it's very near. Right, well, we might as well just do that then. Before we do that, we will sell the chickens because they are... Right, some are being sold because there's none left. Yeah, that's not good at all. Let's get them sold. Let's get those chickens sold. We'll select all of them. Where is Quiet Racer? See you. Bye-bye, Quiet Racer. It's been a pleasure. Let's sell all of them for £430. Happy days. Now, we can go ahead and shift these. Here, we'll just get that sorted. We'll get these shifted straight away. Yeah, I should also mention, I mean, I thought maybe goes without saying, I did return all of the kit that we used for the job. So all of the leased out equipment was returned last night in October. So no fret there for us continuing on with that. I would like to put them... No, I'm going to put them one at a time. I was going to put them side by side, but I don't think it will really like that. Oop, let's not destroy the eggs. Well, you know, honestly, we might as well put the eggs on as well as those other things, because then we can just leave straight from there. So why don't we put the eggs exactly as I said that we shouldn't put them? Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, you know what? I need to move this out of the way. This is inconveniently placed, and I would like... Okay, so we've got that fork there to put in here. Maybe we could just get it sold. Will we need it in the future? We might as well keep it. Okay, first things first. We've got a wheelbarrow here to load on. Luckily it's light enough we can just use by hand to get that nicely set up. Right, so if that's there, strap that down. Now this is heavy, so we will need the loader for that, but we can at least bring it out. Might as well get it loaded on as well. Yeah, it's quite heavy just to pull. I'm hoping that we can. We'll just leave it here for now, and we'll realign the truck here. Sorry, the reason I'm doing this in sort of the dark still, I was intending on doing it with the light, but yeah, it just... a circumstance that the eggs are worth as much as they could be at this exact time, so might as well get them sold at their best price. Get them loaded onto the back here. Yeah, I don't think we would have had quite this kind of room with the Fiat, unfortunately. Oh my goodness. Well, luckily, you know, I've talking to the sell point, and they want scrambled eggs, so it's a really good thing that you're absolutely having a laugh. We'll put that on last. How about that? No. There we are. Let's try this again, shall we? The reason I wanted to put them at the back is because we know that everything that's going in the front is going further than that on the back. These are not even going that far, to be honest. Right, brilliant. Now we can put on the wheelbarrow. Put it on the far side here. Maybe struck down, yeah. This thing brought over. I'm really hoping that we can just easily just lift it and shift it. That's the hope here. It's an easy lift and shift, because otherwise it would be bad. Okay, that's there. Now, let's give it a go, shall we? Oh my goodness. Just, you know, your run-of-the-mill lift and shift. Let's get lined up nice, though. And we also want to get that bale fork somewhere loaded on. Look at that, no assistance whatsoever. And just like that. Okay. Happy days. Now, where to put that? You know, I wonder if it could... I wonder if it could safely rest next to it. Because it looks a bit tight in, so if we just... Yeah, okay. Let's leave that there. Give it a little push, little nudge, just a touch of a nudge. Get this off. Put this on. I was actually going to sell this bale spike because we only used it for a few bales back in the day, but I do expect to have more bales in the future. But I think we could probably put it on either side here of this. Oh yeah, look at that. How perfect is that? Pretty perfect, if I do say so myself. Which means that the Landini can be kind of the last thing... Oh no. There we go. Can be the last thing here at the farm. We can leave it here for the time being at least. We'll just have it parked up, ready to go here. We'll put it into drive mode without lifting up the dragon. Perfect. And everything's done. Everything here at the farm, the old farm, is done, which is kind of bittersweet in a way. Yeah, we've got no more chickens. Everything's harvested. That's empty. That's empty, I think. Yes, I did empty everything here. We'll just double check. So we go here. Oh, yeah, it just showed 0. And the silo as well is empty, fully empty. Chickens are empty. We have the eggs. Everything we need. We'll just get all this strapped in even better. The eggs as well, please. Yep, for safety. There we are. So I think now we can actually get it sold. Look at our little load of things. Wait, is that pressure washer not loaded on? Well, luckily it's nicely tucked in there, I suppose. Let's sell the farm. That's the last thing. So yeah, it'll be Farmyard 1. We'll get a nice bit of income from that. Let's get it sold. 402 something something in the account. As I said, it is a bit bittersweet having sold that. At least we didn't have to get rid of the orchard. So if we ever did want to do apples again and we want to come back to this farm, we can easily do that. Actually, that would have been a very interesting job to do up here. It would have been very far from the juice factory mine, but to fill that field with as an orchard would be quite an interesting feat. But I'm quite done with apples for some time. Again, it's nothing against apples. I quite like apples, but the harvesting of them in that capacity was a venture. That's all I'll say. It was a venture and a half, to say the very least. Okay, here we are. Let's get the eggs sold. Hopefully we can do. There we go. They are sold. I think we got about 7,000 from that, which is really good. So that puts us at 637,907, which, if I'm not mistaken, should give us more for a loan if we were to take a loan. So we do have a $1.6 million loan available. So let's do 1.5 just to give us a bit extra. Plus, what did I say? What's our current cash? Let's say 630. So that puts us at 2.1, which is not quite where we need to be for buying the other farm. However, if we are able to make... How much pasta money have we got? Oh, wow. 464. So let's call that 460. Plus the apple juice. So far we're at 250. I say so far because we've got... Oh, hang on. What's going on? Is it still going? Oh, it's going very slow. It goes a lot slower than the... Yeah, definitely a lot slower. We've got so much fruit waste. It's kind of ridiculous how much fruit waste we've got. But with that much more... Right. Are we still going to be short some cash, do you reckon? It will be at about 2.8 for all the money we have. That's not quite enough for the farm. It's enough for this farm, I think. But not for this one. This one is much, much more. So we'll have to see what happens. I don't think I would do juice again. So we will have to get rid of the fields. We'll talk. Yeah, we'll get those sorted, and then we'll also get the factory sorted as well. But that won't be for a time because we're still producing juice out of it. So yeah, right. What we'll do then is we'll take this back to, I want to say the farm, but it's not really the farm. We'll take it back to the factory, and then we'll go back to the farm, get the Landini, and then and the rain's coming now. So once the rain has stopped, maybe we can look at doing a contract. Alright, well here we are making our way to the shop. I was going to use the bicycle to make our way down to the shop here to assess some contracts. However, I have decided that since it's raining so intensely, maybe it would be best to not use the bicycle. Might get drowned. Right, what I'm going to do, just for effect, so I'm going to park up right here. I'll just shut the engine off, and we're going to nip inside and have a look at the contract board here, because we might as well see. Yeah, this one here, right, of course, yeah. Might as well have a look and see what's available. Alright, so big money ones include this one. So this one we actually could easily get a helper set up on, so I think we'll borrow those items, because now remember, our main everything is contracts. That's kind of our main thing. So let's borrow those items. So at least they'll be ready to go for when we're ready to go. Because we'll probably start really digging into the contracts in the next episode, because then the rain will have stopped and all this and that. But basically anything that we can stick a helper in, I think we should do. Especially. And I know we're going to be paying a fee, like a worker fee, but it can't be that bad. Do you know what I mean? I don't think it'll be that expensive if we do grab a few, because basically we're doing farm management now to a point, right? So let's borrow that as well, because those ones are easy. We stick it in the field, let it do its thing, but we want to do one for ourselves now. Ooh, do we want to do we want to do, why are there two fields? Oh wait, no, 70 is one we've... It's like, oh my god, I'm not harvesting two of your bloody green bean fields. We do have another contract here. What's that one? That one is worse, actually. Parsnips, because there's no capacity on here. So we have to follow... Basically, we have to stick a helper in this and follow along. Actually, we could do that. It's not far to go here. And it would be something different, because I was tempted to do this one again, but we did a green bean. Well, we did this kind of veg, but now maybe it would be nice to do something else. Some stone picking. What? Wait, why do we need a header for stone picking? Right, riddle me that one. And why the smallest possible trailer with two of these? That's a big job. That's a lot of stones. I mean, you know, yeah, that's a funny collection of kit, actually, to be honest. Right, yeah, it's alright. Now we want the big money ones, so that one will leave, because we do have 2 of the other types. But you know what? Let's do this one. It's close to the shop. It's close to the unload spot. Let's do it. We'll borrow those items as well. Do we have enough room for them, though? Right, saving content. Yes, please, thank you. Right, now let's nip outside. Still really, really coming down, so we will have to wait a bit before we start the contracts, but look at all this kit. Alright, so let's go through it very quickly. So we have the first contract job. We do have to ensure that we're on the right one. Now, oh right, we can just check. I was like, how will we ever know? We can just look at this. So, oh right, but wait, which tractor is which? I'll have to reference back. Anyways, we have a massive setup here. We'll use that in one of the fields. This one's the slightly smaller setup we'll use in the slightly smaller field. And then this one is going to be for our harvesting contract. Doing parsnips. I haven't done the new, well, these new crop types since, oh my god, Zielonka. That was FS22. That was many moons ago now. Was that FS22? Feels like FS25. But no, it wasn't, was it? Oh my word. Isn't that mental? No, it is FS25, certainly. 22, sorry. Getting all mixed up. Anyways, we are on the right path now for our big cow farm move. We're just kind of, getting everything up to speed to get there. But we are nearly there now. I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is episode 41, I believe. Recorded on my birthday as well. Recording this today. So when you see this, it'll be the day after my birthday, but that's fine. But yeah, that is... And if it's not your birthday today, happy unbirthday to everyone else whose birthday is not today. And tomorrow as well. Anyways, that's going to be it from me for today. But yes, we are onto some big, new, challenging sort of experiences here with all these contracts. We do need to bring in as much cash as we can. I do think, though, that the more cash we have in, the bigger allowance of the loan. So my hope is that once we sell the pasta, actually, before we crack on, let's get a good look at where we're looking to do that. In January and February. Well, it's going to be back-to-back busy, so it won't be at the tavern, it will be elsewhere, so it might be a bit less than that, but we are still going to get a really nice income from that. I don't know what to do about the fruit waste. We might have to get a trailer down there and get that emptied out very soon. Hopefully not, though. Hopefully we can leave it, and then we might be able to lease out the compost factory and get some compost made from that. Depending on how much we get out of it. Because, I mean, we could sell the fruit waste directly, but I wonder if we can sell compost. Okay, I need to check before I forget my thoughts here. Compost, might be better to sell it. 326, that seems a lot. Whereas fruit waste... Crikey. Okay, well, we'll look at that closer later. But I think for now, yeah, we will focus on the contracts. So at the beginning of the next episode, we'll get the big case and the big Ford into their respective fields. And then we'll take the DeWolf and the Valtra down to that field and start that harvest. But that will be for the next episode. So thank you so much for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed the episode today. If you have done, cheeky thumbs up always helps out the channel, and if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Until the next one though, please do take care, and bye for now.